Hello, hello. Welcome to week 2 of our master makeup class. Let me zoom in so you can see our beautiful faces closer.
I don't know if you want to be that close.
I know it's very close, but we have to. We got to see what we're doing tonight.
All right.
So welcome everybody. We are on our week 2 of our master makeup class. Thanks for joining us. Some of you seen us last night and you're seeing us today. So we love it. A fun-filled Mary Kay week. I'm excited. All right. And we have an awesome look tonight. So we have this cute short little video that kind of previews in really quick motion what we're doing with the eyes. So it's dramatic this week. It's all about the eyes. We're doing color, sea swept greens. How do you guys feel about the greens? I'm excited. We're gonna look really bold for our night out at home.
We are. Yes, we are.
I love it. So let me pull that up real quick for us. Can you guys see this okay?
Yes, we can.
Okay. All right, let's take a quick look.
I think I want a nose ring, maybe go hoops. But I don't care feeling a fur coat too. I wanna be classy, still a little edgy, rocking red Nikes with a black striped suit. I think I want a boyfriend, maybe just a dog that will love you feeling for when I get bored. I wanna be indie, like I don't need a label. Ask me on a date though, I'll be at the table. Yeah. Baby, there's more than one side to me, like literally. I'm a little salty, little sweet, like literally. Oh, baby, there's more than one side to me, like literally. I'm a little salty, little sweet, like literally.
All righty. That was super cute. I love how they do it so quick and fun. So
Yeah, I don't know if I could do mine that quick.
Oh yeah, no, me neither. No, definitely not. But it's super fun. So welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. You're commenting. We're just gonna do a quick little intros. Maybe some of you're joining us live this week. So my name is Ryan and Sandy is to the side of me. And I just wanted to share with you, I've been in Mary Kay for 7 years, and something fun, my favorite Mary Kay experience so far has been when I earned a 5-day cruise to the Bahamas, and I was able to take my daughter Bianca. And let me tell you, that was Bianca's first cruise, and I think it like spoiled her because Mary Kay does everything like first class, from our airfare to our shuttle to our luggage and the treats in the room. Like, oh my God, it was like the best vacation ever. So, Sandy, why don't you introduce yourself?
Okay, so my name's Sandy. I've been building my business for 27 glorious years, almost 3 decades. I'm so excited. My boys both grew up in this Mary Kay environment, which has been a blessing. I've been able to be home with them through their entire school journey, get them on the bus, off the bus, on the bus, off the bus, yes, home to mom when they wanted me. There came a time where they wanted me to be there, but they would ignore me, so I kind of left. But it just was fun to be there when they wanted me. So one of my favorite Mary Kay moments, I will tell you, this is one of my fondest memories. So I worked really hard to earn my first Mary Kay car, which was a Grand Am. Now, those of you that are old enough to know the Grand Am, that was a smoking hot car. It was red. It was like so exciting. Like I was so excited to have that car. So I picked it up from the dealer. And I remember signing my name in 2 spots. Now, prior to earning this first Mary Kay car, I had actually just bought a brand new car, and it came with a big fat payment book. Like, I don't know if you guys, they might not still have payment books, but it came with this big fat payment book. I'm like, oh my God, I'm never gonna get this thing paid off. But it was my first brand new car. I was so proud that I bought my first brand new car. Well, then when I got into Mary Kay and I earned my free car, I went to pick it up and I didn't know what to expect. But the funnest, coolest thing was you got there and you just signed your name in 2 spots. Now, you guys, this was in 1994. This was my first of 13 free cars. So now we're kind of spoiled now. So my husband went to buy a truck and we had to be there for 3 hours. You know how when you buy a new truck, it takes forever? Well, you go in there as a Mary Kay beauty consultant and you sign your name in 2 spots and they give you the keys and then they take you to the car and they show you all the things that are great and you leave. And I'm like, this is so weird. So I remember the whole night looking out my window to make sure no one stole it or took it away from me because I'm like, this is so weird. And I'll never forget the song that came on as I drove it off the lot was, okay, now those of you that are 80s girls, okay, maybe Ryan, you remember this. Do you remember that Flashdance song? What a feeling.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're going to have to find that song. So I remember the Flashdance song came on and I was dancing all around like, oh my God, I won this car. And the first place I went was to my mom's because she actually told me I was in a cult and a pyramid scheme. I have a college degree. Why are you selling lipstick? They're going to take all your money. It's a hoax and a scam. So the first place I went was to her house and she said, oh, honey, I always knew you could do it. I'm like, no, you didn't. So that was one of my favoriteest, very first fond memories of being treated like a queenie and Mary Kay. So, all right. So hopefully I'm hoping, oh, good. Carol's on. Yay. Carol, I'm so sorry. I almost forgot to give her our YouTube link, but yes, that is a great song. So those of you who don't know it, it's called What a Feeling. And I don't know who sang it. Maybe Carol, you can tell us who sang it. Girl, I'm going to listen to it now. All right. So let's see our friends that are on. Ryan, let's see. Oh my gosh, Bernice is on, Carol's on, Sasha. Who else? Lots and lots of our friends are here. Okay, so we did get some feedback from last time. We're going to go a little slower today. So you must have time. We got time. So we'll go a little slower. So if we're going too fast, we try to watch the comments. Ryan and I, if we're not talking, we're watching your comments, but I can't respond. Only she can. So I will let her know if someone has something you need addressed. Okay. So Ryan, are we ready to, okay, first I want to remind everybody, as of right now, take your before picture. Me and Ryan are going to do it again because that was so fun. So you guys should like pull your hair back, make it look really bad. Okay, so make yourself look bad for us. Okay,
Make
like,
yourself look bad.
If you have jewelry on, like take it off. Like we want this to be really dramatic. This is so fun. I loved all of your pictures. You guys did. It was so fun. I got to tell you, it warmed my heart all week long, and it made me remember why I fell in love with this business opportunity. I love seeing you guys play with things and doing things you normally wouldn't. Now I can tell you I probably never tried these colors we're about to try tonight in my 27 years. So this is an adventure for all of us. So just remember, be nice to yourself. Okay. Say your name, Sandy. I love you. Okay. Say it. Everybody say it. Ryan, you say it. Ryan.
Ryan, I love you.
Yes. Okay. We love ourselves. You might be the only person that tells yourself that. My mirror says that now. It says, Sandy, I love you. Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay. Ready? Let's do our.
All right. All right. We want to look grumpy.
Okay. Okay.
No smiling. Okay.
No
Girl,
smiling.
no smiling when you do that before a picture. All right. We can put our jewelry back on later. Okay. So we're going to do a quick checklist. So everybody should be using the See Swept look. Okay. You're going to see a new you when you're done here. Okay. So you have 3 little eyeshadow samples, depending on if you were ivory to beige or beige to bronze, how you filled out your document. Okay. So we have that. You have a little black eyeliner. Okay. That looks like, oops, I forgot to bring my little baby eyeliner, but it's about this size. So you have an eyeliner. You should have your foundation. That would be in a little black and pink packet. So some of you have our 3D, which actually looks like this. So some of you have 3D. If you filled out the Google form, and for those of you that didn't get to find your foundation color, I'm sorry. We had a document on there that told you how to figure it out. So if you didn't get to do that, you definitely want to go on to your consultant website. If you don't know what it is, ask her. And do the foundation finder quiz so that you know what color you are. So you have a little foundation. You either have CC cream. If you didn't get 3D, you have CC cream. Okay, don't panic. And it's really just to give us a base to work with. Okay, so you have that. Some of you have primer, or you have some left from last week. You can use that. This is the full size. I don't have the little. Do you have a little sample there, Ryan, of what the primer looks like?
I do.
Okay. Now, don't forget, girls, you want to maybe you want scissors so you can cut that open. Okay, that's what the primer looks like. So if you have that, that's the foundation primer. Okay, now if you have these actually just, you're going to pull up that little plastic. So don't be trying to get the color off the plastic. Okay, so this is plenty of color for you. You'll probably have enough for tomorrow. All right. Okay. Now notice there's no cheek color this week. Why is that? Now listen, Ryan and I don't agree with that. Like, we didn't make the rules. We both like cheek color. But the look calls for no cheek color for a reason, because your eyes are the focus of this look. Okay. Now your eyes and your lips are both going to be a little dramatic. Okay. So when you're doing makeup, I think the coolest thing is that you can do all kinds of things based on your color. So you can have dramatic eyes and light lips. You can have dramatic eyes and dramatic lips. You can have light eyes and bold lips, or you can do natural. So you can have 4 different looks. Don't you feel sorry for men? They're stuck with the same old look every day. Ooh, I wish, right? That's a blessing, guys.
Yeah.
Blessing. Okay. And then you have a lipstick and a lip gloss, perhaps like a lipstick and a lip gloss that look like that. And then you have a little lip liner, which is also the same size as like your little, so girls, make sure you have your lip liner and your eyeliner separate. Okay. I've grabbed my deep brown eyeliner to use for lips, and it's not so cute unless you're going for a goth look. Okay. And then you have your little baby mascara. It's so cute. So if you didn't get one for this week, we knew there was enough in there for you for this week. So grab your little baby mascara. Now you should have your little sponge tip applicators, which we're not so fond of those, but we like brushes. But for the moment, you have to use them. If you have makeup brushes, go grab them, girl. Like, grab your brushes. We want you to use your brushes. I know my friend Corey just got her brush set maybe an hour before our show here tonight. So these are the brushes that Ryan and I are going to be using. And it's kind of, yeah, we have all those brushes.
Well, I have some eyeliner and stuff in there too, so it doesn't roll away. But this is great. It holds so much.
We're not high maintenance. We need a brush for everything. But you guys, brushes are magic. Like, brushes are your magic tool. Like, can you imagine an artist painting with a piece of sponge? No, not unless you're doing sponge painting, but you need brushes for different strokes, okay? Different strokes for different folks. So I'm just going to explain them real quick because we're going to be using them. So we have one brush that is called our cream color. So this would be one that you would use for anything that is like wet. So if we had cream color, we're going to use it for our eye primer. And then for our eyes, I know it's absolutely crazy, but we have 3 different brushes for your eyes, okay? One is to blend, one is to get in the crease really good, one is your accent color, and then we have this amazing, actually we have 4 brushes. This is a blending brush, okay? So if you guys have those sponge tip applicators and you just have one brush, you're gonna use that to blend. Okay, blending is the key. We don't wanna see where your 3 colors start and stop. All right, so blend, blend, blend is your friend. Okay, blending, blending, blending. All right, and then we're not doing cheeks, so we don't have to worry about that. And then we're going to do our lips. So I do believe, are we ready, Ryan? Is there anything else I forgot to mention to them?
No, someone asked about if you have samples from last week and you can still use them today, go for it. Use them today, absolutely. That's why we did that in some of the samples. You don't have like 4 of something because it's more than enough for a couple uses. So
yes, and if you were part of Ryan's lucky crew, you got a little baby translucent powder that I know she worked really hard to bottle up for you. I mean, crazy hard. So if you got that, you guys give her lots of love for that because I suggested the idea and then I didn't do it. I'm like, this is too hard. Like she had to take the lid off of here and scoop it into those little containers that you have because she's amazing. She is amazing. She goes above and beyond what any consultant I know could do. And it's white powder. So her dad walked in the one day and was like, Ryan, what the heck are you doing? You can imagine what it looked like, girls. Okay. So they're like, what has Sandy Braun got you doing? So she did it. So I just want to tell Ryan, don't feel bad about telling them how hard you worked to get that little powder in there. And she really did, because I was like, oh dear. So, okay. So you guys are lucky. If you're the lucky ones, send her some love. All right. So let's hope we're going to get started. So let's hope that you all have your face primed. And what I mean by that is you have a clean face and moisturizer. So let me talk to you girls out there with oily skin that don't think you need moisturizer. You do. So if you're not putting moisturizer on first, and if you don't have one, it's okay. But just remember for the future, you definitely want to have moisturizer, because if you don't moisturize your skin, it's dying for hydration, especially the older that you get. Like we drink water for our bodies. You want to make sure that you have water on your face. It's the biggest organ. You need to hydrate it, okay? So you want to have your moisturizer on, because if you don't and you go to put on, especially if you have this matte foundation, you go to put it on, it's going to feel so heavy. It's going to feel really heavy because your skin is going to be absorbing it like a moisturizer instead of acting as a foundation. Okay, everybody follow me. I promise Sandy and Ryan, I will wear foundation moisturizer every day. Right, Ryan? So
yes, important. Even if you have oily skin, you need it.
Yeah, we have an oil control issue. So guys, there's a difference between oil and water, right? You got to put the water in, but take the oil out. Okay, but this class isn't about that. This is about makeup. So let's get going. All right, we got a lot to share. Okay, so we're going to start with our primer. All right, and Ryan and I are using brushes. Those of you that don't have brushes, you can use your fingertip. Okay, so Ryan is using the toothbrush style probably, right?
Well, I wanted to, but I left it upstairs. So I'm just going to use my fingers tonight.
Oh, okay. Ryan's with you, girls. Use your fingers. I have the luxury of using
switching it up for you guys because I always use that brush.
Okay, so I'm going to use this. This is our kind of angled foundation brush. Okay, so this one is for wet foundation and a primer. So you want to take your primer if you have it, and you're going to start with that. We love to do primers because that will help your foundation to last longer. You'll use less makeup. Remember, it fills in all the cracks. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say cracks, and we're live. I meant to say laugh lines or fine lines. I can't believe I just said cracks. I never say that. So we're filling in like pavement. We're filling in and making your face really smooth. Sorry, girls. I did not mean to offend anyone. Okay. So the good thing about that, you remember, girls, it's got SPF in it, right? So it's got a little bit of SPF. It smells like cookie batter. It smells delicious. Okay. Then we're going to start with our foundation. So if you only have your fingers, that's fine. If you have like sponges, maybe you're a girl who likes to use sponges, you can wet your sponge and you can put your foundation on and then blend it with your sponge if you want to. Ryan is going to be using the liquid foundation only, and I'm going to show you a little trick. You're going to like this. This is a makeup beauty hack. Now listen, this is not a Mary Kay like corporate fact. This is just mine. So I'm going to take my powder because in the summer I tend to get a little more oily, but I love my matte foundation. So I love the coverage it gives me. Now, if you guys have your colors and you took that quiz, I can actually wear 3, 4, or 5 of these colors. So they're pretty forgiving. There's a lot of colors. I'm going to go with the neutral 200 tonight. I have kind of olivey yellowy skin. So depending on what your skin tone is. So I'm making a mousse. So Ryan's just putting hers on. You're just going to put yours on with your fingertips. So the way to make a mousse is we're going to put a little bit of our mineral powder in the lid, right? And then, magic, we're going to whip this up. I'm going to put some of the matte foundation in the lid with it. And I'm going to make like a mousse with it. So I'm going to take, see, I got that. I'm going to take my brush and I'm making a mousse. Okay. Now, if you are putting yours on, just make sure that well, of course you're putting it on. When you're putting it on, you want your last strokes to be down. Okay. So when you go with moisturizers and cleaning, you want to go up and out to go against gravity. But with foundation, you definitely want to have your last strokes be down. And actually, let me see. I know it's the lighting is not quite right here. I don't know if that's better or worse.
That looks better. That looks good.
Oh, looks better? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's how you make a mousse. So if you have more combo oily skin, you may want to try for the summer. You might want to try a mousse and get right up to the hairline, girls. Okay. So get right up to your hairline, and it should feel it should not feel like you're wearing a lot of makeup. It should feel pretty, light on your face. Okay. Ryan, you're going to take over with the brow. So I'm going to try and fix my lighting here.
Yeah. No, I have oily skin and I love doing the mousse. It's my favorite to do. So you guys do not have brow samples. We don't have brow samples, but brows are a must. So I'm going to share with you like 2 easy products to get amazing brows. So you need our Precision Brow Liner and then our brow tint. These 2 are amazing. If you've never fixed in your eyebrows, colored in your eyebrows, filled them in, it totally changes your look. So to give you a little like guide on how to do your brows, because sometimes our brows are missing some hairs and we don't know it. So it's all based on like our eye shape. So it's 3 easy ways like to guide kind of where your eyebrows should be. So I take my pencil and I go right on the side of my nose, and where that naturally lines up is where my eyebrow should start. Now it starts where it should. It's hard to see on the camera. My hair is very light, but you kind of just draw a little line to make sure that that's where it starts. And then you'll just lightly fill it in.
Oh, sorry. I was sound like a monster. Lucky for you, Ryan, did you hear? Mine is right where it's supposed to be. Okay, look, I just want to show them that mine is not. Okay, so if yours is not.
Well, you know what? It wasn't always like this. My hair was very thin. But I used our lash and brow building serum, and it grew my lash hairs in addition to my eyebrows. So that is a great little tool. If you're missing pieces to your brows, because sometimes we might be a little heavy plucker or a pass plucker with our brows, and we got to fix them. Makeup can fix anything. So once you find your start of your brow, you just kind of lightly feather it in with your pencil. Now the pencil fills in those spots. You're not going to color in your whole brow with it. Now to find your arch, which should be a natural arch, you don't want to look like too high. You want to go from the corner of your nostril and then to the like diagonal right there.
And of course you have a beautiful high arch also. Mm-hmm. She does. No.
Well, if you didn't, you would just fill it in there a little.
If you don't have that arch, you can't create it. So don't try to make one. Everyone's has different brows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your and just a little friendly tip from Lori Hogue, who's a makeup artist with Mary Kay or uses Mary Kay products. Your eyebrows are sisters; they're not twins, so they do not have to be identical. You don't want to look crazy. Now, to find where your brows should end, it should end where your eye ends. So if you take your brow pencil and see how it should end right there. Now, if your brows do not end there, that's where you would just kind of fill it in a little bit. Now, what I love about this brow pencil is that it's so light and feathery, and you just can do nice little light strokes, which is what you want to do to fill in your brows when you're missing anything. So we filled in, we lined your pencil fills, it not fills, it just kind of touches up those spots. It's your corrector, your outline shape. I don't do a whole lot of filling in with my brows. I do more with my brow tint that I love. Sandy, what color brow tint do you use?
I actually have, so I use the brunette definer, and then for the brow volumizer tint, I use dark brunette. Okay. So we should talk about colors of the pencils. We have a lot of colors. Your brows should actually be the same color as your hair, a little darker. Yeah. You don't want them to be too light or too dark. Like you don't want to go too dark.
Yeah, yeah. I actually use the blonde pencil and the blonde brow tint. And then we also have dark blonde, brunette, dark brunette, and black brown brow liner. Now your brow tint looks like a little mascara, little short mascara one. So when you take that out, you want to kind of just take off that excess, just like we do with our mascara. I like to start at the front start of my eyebrows, and I just lightly do like little feathery strokes. And you're just filling it in. You're just painting in your eyebrows. You're following the natural arc and curve of your brow. But now listen, this grasps your hairs. So it fills in your hairs, and the tint, tames those crazy. Sometimes if we have those crazy little brow hairs, but doing your brows makes such a difference. And you can see my one brow is done and this one is not. So
I did both sides.
That's okay. I was talking.
Well, I'm sure they see the difference now. Like even just your brows, in case you guys didn't notice how it frames your face different. So we have to do the brows first because now we're going to know where our eyeshadow should go. So as we get older, we lose our hairs a little bit. So you might want to, like Ryan talked about, the brow, what is that called again, Ryan?
Pencil, the brow.
No, I'm sorry, the brow.
Oh, the Lash and Brow Serum.
Yeah, that is a great product to use if you're finding they're getting thin, okay? And that is a great thing. But I do love, you can use one or the other, or you can use both. You don't have to use both all the time. You could just, some of you want them to just be volumizing. You can do this volumizing tint, or if you just want them to look light and natural, you could just do the defining pencil. So those are awesome things. Yeah. Okay, starting to feel a little better.
Yeah, looking human.
Yes. Okay, so next we are going to go to, anything else you wanted to say about the brows, Ryan?
No, I sometimes too, if your hair's a little, if you have very curly hair, your brow hair might be curly, and the little like spoolie eyeliner eyebrow brush works great to comb your brows out first. Usually I do that, but it looks like that's missing from my, there you go. Yep.
The spoolie, you just brush them. It's really good to brush your brows. A lot of us don't do that, and you kind of get like dead skin in there and makeup sometimes. So it's good to brush them before you actually do your brows. We should have done that. Sorry. Okay. So we're about to get into the eyes. I just want to tell you guys, before I came in here, I just heard on the news, I don't watch the news, but my husband does, and they were saying that lipstick's coming back and beauty product sales are up 50%. So yay, we're making America beautiful again. I'm so excited. Get your lipstick out, girls. Okay, so we're going to move to the eyes. Okay, so unless you are already had the eye primer, if you have it, you should use it. If you don't, it's okay. I would put a little foundation on your eyelids. Okay, it will act as a primer. Not quite as good as this eye primer, but it will still do the job. So if you have a little bit of your foundation, you'll want to put that on your eyelids. Okay, so, or yes, We're doing the eye primer. Sorry, Ryan, you're so fast. God, no wonder she gets more done than me in a day. She is very fast. Did you use your finger?
Yeah.
Okay. These people probably think that I drink a lot of wine before I come in here. I really don't. I just love being with everybody.
Listen, it's a makeup class. It's okay. It's supposed to be fun.
Okay. So before we get into the eyeshadow, girls, now we're all going to do it the same way today. Okay, but I just want to kind of show you different eye shapes in case you're wondering like why yours doesn't look like Ryan's or mine or your girlfriend's or whatever, because everybody has different eye shapes. So I want you to kind of take a look at these and figure out what your eye shape is. Look at mine and Ryan's. Okay, we have similar eye shapes, but a little different. Okay, so she has a lot more of this area to work with. Some of you don't have any of that to work with there. So just kind of take a look in your mirror so you can figure out which eye shape you are. So here's the hooded lid. This is the most common look of all, which actually I think yours are hooded, aren't they, Ryan?
A little.
Yeah, look straight into the camera. You have a lot. Yeah, you can't see your lid as much, I think. Right?
Yeah, right. It's a little hood, yeah.
Yeah. So this is probably 90% of the people have a hooded lid. It doesn't mean anything bad. We like to call it the bedroom eye. It sounds better, doesn't it, than the hooded lid? The hooded lid sounds terrible. I wish they would name it something else. So if you have the hooded lid, don't feel bad. Okay. Here's wide set. That means that your eyes are a little wider from your nose. So this sounds really strange, but if you can take the shape of your eye, the width of it, and fit one eye in the middle, you're standard, okay? But if you can fit more than one eyeball in the middle, you're wide set. So it means your eyes are farther apart than your nose, okay? So what that means on a regular basis when you're doing your eye makeup is, always remember this. You might want to write it down if you have a pen and paper. Okay, dark pushes things in and makes them look smaller, and light pulls them out. So if you have eyes that are wider apart from your nose, what color do you think you want to use closer to here? You want to use dark because you want to pull them closer together. If you use white there, it's going to make your eyes look even farther apart than your nose, which we don't want to do that, right? So you want to use darker in the middle. All right, let's go to the next one, which is the close set eyes. So that means like your eyes are super close to your nose, okay? Now we're all different, right? God made us all individually unique. You might be a combination of these, I don't know. But here's the close set eye. That means you're going to put more light in here, and then it'll make them look like they're farther apart. So makeup's just an illusion. So see, you're all artistes now. You're artists with your face. Isn't that amazing? Okay, here is the deep set eye. This means that you can see a lot of your brow bone like comes out, like it is really pronounced. So a lot of people, I love this eye shape to do makeup on this eye shape. It's like so, you can do a great smoky eye with this one. So that's called the deep set eye. Really just means that your brow bone is really pronounced, okay? And then we have the almond eye, which is pretty much just standard. I have that one. I have almond eyes. Okay, then we have, we did white set. Well, I don't know how that got back in my hand. Okay, then we have prominent. Okay, prominent means that you have a lot of lid area to work with. Like Ryan and I, you can't see as much of lid. So some of you might have a really prominent lid where you see a lot of that. Looks like this, okay? And then we have, if you have non-defined, or they call it oriental eyes, but really all it is that you don't have a whole lot of definition here. It's kind of just straight, okay? My cousins have that kind. Okay, and that's pretty much the eyes. So hopefully that helped you with your eye shape, and now you know where, when you're doing makeup on a regular basis, you keep light where you want to pull it out and dark where you want to push it in, okay? But we're all going to do a smoky look today. Yay! Who's afraid of smoky looks? A lot of us are. That's why we're doing this one today. We're going to be brave. Okay, so we're going to start with, now I'm doing the beige to bronze look. Ryan
is doing the ivory to beige.
Ivory to beige. So Ryan, why don't you tell us what colors you're putting on your lid? I'm going to take a quick peek at my...
Sure. So the colors for the ivory to beige are Starry Night, Emerald Noir, and Crystalline. And Sandy has Crystalline, Emerald Noir, and Gold status. So if you're using the light to beige like myself, you're going to take your Starry Night and that's going to be your base. So you're going to put that basically all over your lid. So we're going to take our brush, and if you're using a brush, you just kind of pat your color in there. And then we're going to just apply this all over.
Now, I think what I'll do is, since I'm doing the same, but I'm taking, it's hard for me to see the colors and see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm taking the Emerald Noir, which is one of my favorite colors. So Emerald Noir, which you can see in my palette how much I use that one, like never. So this is going to be fun for me. Now I have hazel eyes, so depending on what kind of eyes you have too, that also affects the color. So if you have the Emerald Noir, you're just going to go right on your lid. Okay. Now dark usually pushes things in, so this might make your eyes look smaller for a second. We'll just do one eye so you can see the difference for a minute.
Okay. I went on to the second one.
Okay, don't be scared now. We're going to be blending. Ryan, I don't think I've ever seen you with a dramatic eye.
No, I'm all about my neutral colors.
Yep, and bright lipstick.
Yep.
Okay. So don't get scared, girls. We're going to blend this. It might always look scary for a minute. It's okay.
It's just makeup. Remember, it's not permanent.
Yeah, what's funny is I see a lot of people like love smoky eyes, and then when you tell them how to do it, they're like, no, I can't do that. So you're doing it, girls. I don't know if you're going out tonight or not. Some of you are probably amazing at smoky eyes, but so when you want it to be a little bit more like dramatic, like if you notice we were patting it, and did you notice that girl used her finger? So if you guys want to take your finger and pat that in, you can pat it in with your finger to kind of blend. That works too. But notice we're just like on our lid and up just a little bit into the crease. You're not just stopping on the lid. So you're going up into the crease just a little bit. All right, now one of us, can you read the comments, Ryan? Just make sure that we're covered.
Yeah, I think everybody's good. There doesn't seem any issues.
Okay, so what's your second color, Ryan?
My second color is Emerald Noir. So that's my crease color. So I'm going to take my crease brush and just go right where the brow bone is.
Okay. And if you are the beige to bronze, we're going to use Gold Status, and we're going to put that in our crease. Okay, so let me find my Gold Status. Okay. Ooh, another one I don't use very often. So in the crease, you're taking Gold Status. Now you're using your applicator. The crease, if you don't know where it is above your eyeball. Okay. Don't touch your lid now at all with your crease color. You're just going above it, just like that. Now, you guys have a darker color in the crease. Ours actually is lighter in the crease, Gold Status. And you're going to use that and kind of be blending them together. Okay. Now, the reason we did our eyebrows first is because we use that as a guide. So you can see how it's slanted. So we stop right there. Okay. So you go like this. That's where you know to stop with your eyeshadow. Okay. So you don't want to go past there. If you do, we'll fix it later. You can always fix it with like a little concealer. You can do that. Okay. Let's see, Ryan, what's going on? Woo-wee, you're getting really smoky.
I need to blend my blending brush.
Yeah, don't worry. We're going to blend. Don't worry, girls. If you need to blend, take the opposite side of your sponge tip applicator and blend away. Okay. Now you should feel, actually, when you put this one on, you should feel your brow bone a little bit. Like you should actually, some of you will be like I'm right on top of my brow bone with that. I go right up to the brow bone. And Ryan has a lot of area to work with too. So that's why she's up a little bit higher too. Don't be afraid to go up high in the crease there. Okay. So you guys can see. So doesn't look like much yet, but believe me, when we get, you're going to love it. You're going to be sea swept when we're done. Okay. How's everybody doing? Carol said it's dark. It is dark, Carol. Listen, this is our adventurous week. You guys are going to love it. We did such a contrast level from this week to next week. Next week is your dash out the door look. You're going to love that. Those of you that are busy, right? Okay, so what's your third color, Ryan, and where does it go?
My third one is crystalline, and that's my highlight color.
Okay. And I do believe I have crystalline also. So we're going to show you a couple tricks with crystalline. Okay, crystalline is a really great color, especially if you have those close set eyes to put, I can't, put right here. There we go. Okay. And bring it down a little bit to brighten in there, okay? So crystalline is, it's a shimmery color. So tell us in the chat if you're going out tonight. Anybody going out tonight? Get to take your new look out on the town.
Yeah.
Okay, so crystalline, now I'm just going to push underneath my brow a little bit because that'll bring out your brow shape a little bit more too. Okay, so we're just kind of pushing it under there. I bet you these girls are getting way out of their comfort zone tonight.
Oh, they are. Angela, very out of her comfort zone. Rita, very out of her. They're sharing it with us. I love it. Listen, girls, it's okay. It is, but that's what's fun about makeup is, it's different on all of us.
This is a new you. Like, this is different. Like, just, you know what it is? Everything is perception. Like, some people wear this every single day. I know my girl Felicia, she loves shimmery blues and it looks awesome. And I just would be like, no way, I can't do that every day. She does it every day look. Like, this would be just a dramatic going out look for me. Okay. Everybody okay so far? Now, if you had a little bit of fallout, like it fell under here, if you have primer, that usually doesn't happen because it'll grab it right away. And our colors are called chroma fusion, so they last like 12 hours. So, all right, so if you need to fix anything or blend, you want to just take, if you have a blending brush, great. If you don't, take the side of your sponge tip applicator that doesn't have color on it, if you have it. If not, you can kind of use a Q-tip to kind of blend all three colors together, okay? All right. I love all the chat is moving like crazy. It's driving me nuts. I need to see what's happening.
They're loving trying the new colors they normally wouldn't do. Oh, they're so nice. I love seeing your makeup.
Oh, fun. Okay. So remember what we said, girls. Now you're just practicing, right? So hopefully you learned some tips tonight. Like if you learned something so far, just put it in the chat so we know that we're teaching you something worthwhile. But the key is especially you're going from here to there. Okay, we don't want to see you bringing that little wing thing out past your brow. That's a like a no-no, not just a Mary Kay no-no. That's like a makeup no-no, makeup faux pas. Blending, blending, blending is the key. Okay. All right. Now, if you, like I said, if you want to put a little bit more of that, that crystalline in the crease there, you can even bring it down under here a little bit, just to give you a little bit more, like brighten your eyes, make them look a little bit more awake. Okay. We're getting all dolled up. Well, for our picture, this could be your new
profile picture.
Right?
Yeah. Judy said she loves trying the colors, but needs to work on how to apply it better. Judy, practice. That's the best. The best thing you can do is to just practice.
Yes. Perfect practice makes perfect. So you can watch this over and over again if you need to. Okay. All right. Now, the next thing we're going to do, we are going to do, listen, nobody looks finished yet. It looks ridiculous. I know. We all look ridiculous, okay? We need to definitely you wouldn't want to go out of the house just like this. That's scary, okay? We definitely need to have eyeliner and mascara. That's going to open up your eyes like leaves on a flower. So is that me, Ryan? Am I still doing the...
Yep. Oh, yeah. Are you going to talk about curling?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about curling your lashes. We had some girls ask us about curling your lashes. So if you have a lash curler, you kind of want to get to the base. This will, especially if you have straighter eyelashes. I'm not really comfortable. I never really used to like eyelash curlers. But let me tell you, it does make a huge difference. Okay, so you kind of grab it at the base as close as you can get, and you kind of pull it up, and you're walking it out. You're not just staying in one spot. You can see the difference already. Do you see my lashes? Like, you can totally see the difference. Like, mine are even straighter without using the curler. So if you want to do this extra step, it's definitely worth it for you. It might take you guys a little while to get used to it, but make sure that you have that little thing on there. Some people do their lash curler after their mascara. I don't really recommend that because it could stick and you might be pulling some lashes out. So you don't want to do that. Look at.
Wow, yeah.
Girl, get yourself an eyelash curler. We happen to have some left. I don't know. Do you have some left, Ryan? I have some eyelash curlers.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, we have some that we came out with for a brief time, but you can just go to like Sally's or wherever and get one. Okay, so now we're getting there. Okay, now we're up to our eyeliner. Okay, so you're going to take your black eyeliner, and we have the full-size one. You guys have that little baby one. So there should be enough in there for you for both eyes. And like we did last week, now some people start out here and come in. Some people start here and come out. Some people, I usually start in the middle and I feather out and then go this way. It doesn't matter. The key is that you want it to be thicker out here and thinner in here, okay? And usually you go right where your lashes start and then come out, okay? If you do underneath, you go where your lashes are and stop. Like stop where your lashes are. Like you don't want to come all the way in because and you kind of have a little bit of space. So like pretend this is your, I'm used to teaching it live. When you're like this, okay, this is your eye. If you close your eyeliner all around, did you see how small your eye just got? So you don't want to close it all the way around. So you want to do the top especially and then a little of the bottom. So we're going to have you guys go ahead and practice your liner. You're going to do the top. Do we do the top and the bottom on here, Ryan? Oh, they smudge.
The top.
Yeah. Then we're going to smudge it with some shadow. Okay. So I'm trying to find my black eyeliner.
I'm using the pen tonight, the liquid eyeliner pen. That's what they had in the book. So we're going to go for that one.
Yes. So you can do that. I'm doing the crayon pencil like you. This so you know that you guys have our pencil liner and that's waterproof. Okay. So when you put that on, you can pretty much be guaranteed that if your eyes water or tear with this allergy season, you are not going to lose your eyeliner. I love our eyeliner. The one that Ryan is doing is also water resistant. So it's waterproof. I mean, water resistant means that it won't come off if your like eyes are watering, but you can actually go swimming in these because these are waterproof. Okay.
Yeah, and just to show you this pen, like, hold on, here we go. Like, look how cool you can easy draw. You can go thick or thin. Like, I just did really thick, but like you can literally just, it's amazing. So that's the liquid pen.
I love that pen too. And tell them how to store it, Ryan, if they have that pen at home.
Yes, you want to store it with the tip down.
Yeah, because if you store it on its side or you store it the other way, it'll dry out on you. Look, girls, isn't it coming together? I was scared for a minute, but now that we got our eyeliner on, it's coming together. All right, let's see what our comments are going. I want that. Oh, yep, Rita wants that on her list. Liquid eyeliner pen. Love our regular mascara. Doesn't run when you work out. Absolutely. Okay. Oh, Rita said, can you show the pen again? Can you show the liquid one again, Ryan?
Yep. There's that one.
Oh, and Judy Frank has a great question. Judy said, how do you know what color to use for your eyeliner? Last week we used brown, and this week we have black. Does it depend on the eyeshadow? It's a personal preference. That's a great question, Judy. So, okay, I normally recommend, like if you're trying to make your lash line look thicker, we recommend black. We only have 3 colors. We have black, deep brown, and steely, which is like a bluish grayish kind of color. So depending, it also does depend on your eye color. Like brown would not show up with this very well. So if you wanted to be more dramatic, you could use black. But really the purpose of your eyeliner is just really to make your lash line look thicker. Like if you notice, your lash line looks a lot thicker. And if you have trouble like you really want to get in there good, okay? If it gets too thick for you. Now you see us doing this like this because we do it every day, day in, day out. But when you're first starting, what might help, and if you notice we're not really pulling too far, so you want to try not to pull that. You want to grab it so it's a little firm, but you don't want to be pulling that area. But what was I going to say? Oh, to get in there, a good thing to do is lift. Okay, so you lift, and you can pretty much feel, like if I had my eyes closed, I could feel where I'm going with it. You don't want to do it with your eyes closed, but so you really want to get in there. Some makeup artists will pull it up and do this little like up in your lashes thing. I don't particularly like that myself because I can get close enough, but if you can't get close enough to your lash line, you may need to just get in there and go like that. I know Lori Hogue does it that way, doesn't she, Ryan?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, that's not too bad. I got it. I think I got it. Especially on the outer corners. We want the outer corners to be more dramatic. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not too bad. Okay. Now we're going to do the bottom, but lightly, because we're going to then take our shadow and smudge it. So if you have your cotton or your cotton swab, that little applicator that we included, you can take the tip of it. So you're going to take the tip of that and dip it into your color. So we're going to get out. Now you can use, Ryan, what colors did you have again?
Starry Night, Emerald Noir, and Crystalline.
Okay, so you can take your Starry Night or Emerald Noir, depending on which color you want to bring out the most. So we only have Emerald Noir, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take my little eyebrow brush and smudge it. So this also helps smudge and makes it a little bit of a softer look. So you'll kind of, I'll do one eye before I do both so we can see. Okay. How is everybody doing? This is so exciting. Honestly, I've never done this, and I wish I had a wedding or something to go to now.
I know.
Wish I had somewhere to go. Oh, I got a little, okay, now if you get a little heavy-handed, it's okay. I just got a little heavy-handed over there. Okay, so now you notice how dramatic your eyes are getting, right? It's coming together. Wait till we do our mascara. So if you have like a Q-tip, like I don't have a Q-tip handy. Oh, yes, I do. I'm going to blend mine a little bit more because my one eye is a little darker than the other. It happens. And then we're going to do our mascara. So you remember last week, Ryan and I showed you the primer. So we're going to do that and let that dry for a second. The primer is awesome. If you've never used our primer, it separates your lashes and makes them a little bit longer. Like if you could see the tip of mine, you'd see that they're a little bit longer. So we do that.
It's really good to help to like separate your lashes so that your mascara can like evenly coat them.
Okay. So this is so fun to actually sit down and do my makeup without rushing.
I know.
I like it. This is so fun, girls. We might have to do this like once a quarter. All right. So I actually found I've been putting this on my bottom lashes now because as I get older, my bottom lashes are getting shorter. So I'm gonna have to start putting that lash serum on my bottom lashes too. Oh, we told you to put it on your brows. Did we tell them they can also put it on their
I think
lashes?
so. Yeah. It's amazing. Like take that lash and brow serum and use it daily and you will definitely see your lashes grow. Like all of a sudden they'll be nice and long. So if you have sparse lashes, like definitely do that.
Okay. So, and we're going to have to take a picture in different lighting too later because when I'm looking over my mirror, it looks different than here. So we'll do our real I love myself in this mirror over here. I've never done this kind of smoky eye ever. It's so fun. Okay. All right. Let's see now. Now we're going to grab your mascara. So you guys have that little baby ultimate mascara. And just like Ryan said, you want to make sure that you get off as much of it as you can. So when you take it out of there, scrape off. Trust us. You'll have enough mascara on there. The less you have on there, the better. And don't be one of those mascara pumpers. You don't want to do that. It lets air in there and dries it out faster. And while we're putting this on, who can tell us in the chat how often you should change your mascara? Like, it doesn't matter how many days a week you use it. We need to know. Some of you might only use it once a week, but you still need to get rid of it. And actually, that's what they just said too. Mascara sales are going up. Mascara and all kinds of beauty products are going up now. So aren't you lucky you found us?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Carol asked, what is the lash serum? So Carol, it's called the Lash and Brow Building Serum. It looks just like our lash primer. It's in a white tube, but it's skinnier. You can chat with Sandy about that after. I know she's your consultant.
Yes, she is my awesome client. I love Carol's been my client for decades almost.
Oh, nice.
Well, I won't say decades. I know it's been at least over a decade. Going on 2 decades. Yes. Carol loves her Mary Kay stuff. Okay, so I'm going to do the bottom. And what I'm doing is something called minking. And that means I'm doing the brown and then the black. Okay, so brown, if you have blonde eyelashes, this would be your everyday go-to, would be the black brown. Okay, but if you don't, you're just kind of thicken. Well, you can do this too if you have blonde eyelashes. You usually want to use the black brown, because if you have blonde eyelashes, sometimes if you don't get right in there, your mascara is just on the tip. So this will help deepen the color. And then we're going to do the black. And I'm going to try this. This one I have is our Lash Intensity. So this one, actually, the brush is crazy. It has all different angles and sizes, bristles. This one is definitely a patient. You have to be patient with this one because you have to do a couple different layers. So as you're layering your mascara, you want to give it a minute in between. So you can keep layering. All of our foundations are buildable. They're mix and matchable. Do you have more questions, Ryan?
No, but most of our guests know the right answer, which is 3 months that their mascara should be changed. So
yay!
Yes, congratulations. You're our winners.
We taught them good. Okay, So Ryan, do you want to explain the other mascaras that we have?
So I'm using so Sandy had the Lash Intensity, the Ultimate. We have our Lash Love, which is great for definition. And you can see the brush here is nice and flat. And then we have and that comes also in waterproof. And then we have our Lash Love Lengthening, which is the same formula as Lash Love, but the brush is curved. So it's great for length. But what I love is how you can mix and match your mascaras and provide, more definition and matches. I like to do a couple coats. Oh, Sandy has mistake.
So, I'm so glad I did that because we forgot to tell them what to do when that happens. Don't panic is the first thing. Don't panic and wipe it. Just let it go. Like, leave it go for a minute. Now I'm using a third mascara because I really want the build up. I like mascara and I like long lashes. Okay, so when you get mascara on your face like that, I know it's annoying. It's very annoying. But what you want to do is let it dry. So I'm going to let it dry for a minute and just don't forget to wipe it off. And then I'm just going to be able to take a Q-tip and it'll come right off. Like, how many of you get your mascara on and then you sneeze and it gets like all over your face? That's happens a lot.
Oh yeah.
Right. So we kind of just let it dry and then we'll flake it off. So what we're going to do though is, if you notice the outer corners of your lashes, you really want to focus again on the outer corners. So I'll even take another couple swipes to the outer corners. And if you want to, if you don't have a lash curler, you can actually take your mascara wand and get in there and push them back. Okay, you'll see how that kind of works too. So just take your little wand and push them back. Push. Push. All right, this does take time. Now this, wait till you see our dash out the door look, does not take this long. Dash out the door takes like 3 minutes. So this is our glammed up look. All right. Okay, Ryan, I think we're done with our eyes. So if we did need to clean up any like messes under here, okay, you could take concealer on a brush and do that. But if you have mascara, you know, you want to get that off obviously first before you put concealer on there. So a lot of times too, if you get a lot of, I'm just going to recommend that you use Mary Kay eyeshadow because if you do have fallout, it's easy to get off. But I am going to also recommend if you have troubles with that, that you could use the primer, like get the primer. Where I'm trying to see where the heck that is. It's backwards on me. Go ahead, Ryan. You can do
Oh, you got it. If you guys have your translucent powder, you can apply that too with your big fluffy brush just all over. And then we're going to do lips. So if you have the light to beige, oh, I missed my page. Oh, here we go. So if you're doing the ivory to beige colors, you have Sunset Peach lipstick and Copper Aurora gloss. And if you have the beige to bronze, you have Rosewood and Tawny Nude. And Rosewood is my favorite color, but not for today. So before I do my lips, I always use my lip primer. It's our age-fighting product for our lips. It helps make your lipstick last longer. So you're going to apply it all over. If you have feathered lines in your lips, you can definitely apply it over. And then you have your medium nude lip liner for this look. And Sandy's using that one too. So when you're doing your liner, you want to start at your Cupid's bow and do a nice little like half hill. And then do that on the other side and cross it. And that helps to just make your like pout a little bit more defined. And then you want to go right below your bottom lip and do a little like U. And then you could start at the bottom and fill or the top. I start at the top and just go up. And you're just defining your lips. If you have really thin lips and you want them a little bit more fuller, you would line them a little bit out. And then a trick to help make your lipstick last longer is to fill in your lips with your lip liner. And when you're looking for a lip liner, you either want to go closest to your lipstick. If you can't find that, you want to go closest to your lip color so that as your lipstick kind of does its normal wear of the day, it lightly fades away. So, and then we're going to, if you have your little applicators, you're going to open up that with your lipstick. So this is Sunset Peach. It's not as orangey as it looks in the light here, but you're just going to apply your lipstick first. And the lipsticks are a little hard to open. Just peel open that the corner of it.
Yeah, they're hard to open because they're pretty airtight.
Oh yeah, they're very airtight.
Yeah. So I get to use Ryan's favorite color. I have the Rosewood. Those
yeah, I like this color though. I've never worn Sunset Peach. I do like it.
Isn't it funny? We have a million lipsticks and we always go to the same one. Ryan, what's your go-to besides Rosewood?
For my bright colors, it's the limited edition pink lip kit with the lip liner. I really like that one.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. So, and honestly, my lips are lighter than I thought they were going to be. Okay.
And then we're going to take our gloss. So this is, I have Copper Aurora. So you're just going to apply your gloss. If you apply it to the middle of your lips, that just brightens. Or you can go all over your lip if that's what you want to do. What would you recommend, Sandy?
I just do the center usually.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, these are very hard to open. I'm with you, sisters. They're hard. Like that was another thing I said, I'm going to use the samples too so I know what speed we're going. And those are hard to open. Yes. Okay. Oh, I've never used this lip gloss.
I've never used this one either. I like it.
Wow.
What one do you have? Oh, Tawny Nude. I've used that one. That's a good one.
I
love the nude colors.
Listen, girls, I should have said one of our favorite memories or favorite things of having your Mary Kay business is when you run out of something, you just walk into your inventory supply and grab it. So now I'm going to have to go shopping in my closet after this and pick out some new stuff.
Yes. Sasha said the lipstick and gloss makes such a difference. You're so right, Sasha. They totally do.
Yes, and it is kind of bizarre that we don't have cheeks on, but I guess that's good because if you look, the focus is definitely your eyes. So,
yeah.
So, and the lipstick, now it's funny because I have on the beige bronze look, which I thought was going to be a lot more dramatic, but it almost seems like you girls with the light beige have a more dramatic look than I do.
Yeah.
You just never know. Okay, did we cover all our questions?
I think so. Rita feels dark, so she would like the lip liner. You could always just blot your lipstick a little bit if you feel like your lips are too dark. But if this is totally outside your comfort zone, like you don't wear these dark colors, then you might be like, it's dark, but it's different. You know, I kind of like it. I'm not going to lie. It was out of my comfort zone and I'm glad we tried it. So if you have your beauty book, this is the look that we.
You look just like it, Ryan. I love it.
I love it. Yeah.
We forgot to tell you, pick out your beauty book and you'll see what we're doing. It's so fun. Maybe that's what we'll do is we'll do makeup classes every time the lookbook comes out with our new looks. Okay, so put your jewelry back on, girls, for that after picture. Pretend you're going out. Fix your hair. Okay, we're going to do our after picture, and then you guys are going to post again like you did last time. It was so fun to see all your pictures. Okay, now in this one, you can smile. Oh, Ryan, do you want to tell them, first of all, if you wanted to do powder? I mean, I don't know if they want to put on their powder. Now would be a good time.
Oh, yeah, I said before the lipstick, but you can do it before or after. It doesn't matter.
Oh, you did. Okay, you did say it. Sorry. I was into my lips. Okay, wasn't listening. Sorry.
Hey, Vicky loves her lips too, so it's good.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so now get ready to take your after picture. Ryan and I are going to do ours.
Oh, I cut your head off. All right, I got it. Perfect.
Okay, perfect. All right, girls. I got to tell you, this has been fun trying this look. I would have never tried that if it wasn't for you all. So this is so exciting. All right, so what we want you to do is take some pictures around your house. Ryan will do it too. We'll put it in the group later. So that was your look called Sea Swept. So that's exciting. So we're excited to see how all of you look. Leslie, thank you. Leslie says we look great, Ryan. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody said, oh, you guys are. Stop it. Stop it. We're going to have to do this every week.
I love it. Yeah.
Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Okay, so we did, if you saw what I did, I took off that little piece of mascara that was over here. It just flaked right off, okay? So, sorry we couldn't give you brow stuff, but hopefully you learned some tips. And you should have a little bit of lipstick and gloss left for tomorrow if you want to give it another go. You probably have a little eyeshadow left too. But next week, what are we doing next week, Ryan? We have our camera ready. So our dash out the door look.
Yeah.
Completely different from this look today. So if you'd like to stay on for a few minutes, we're going to quick do we call it our Pearl Party. It's just where we share a little bit about the Mary Kay opportunity. Maybe it's not for you, but maybe it could be for a friend. So if you want to stay and hear more about what we do, that's great. If you don't, we want to say thank you for joining us and for tuning in and trying something new and getting out of your comfort zone. And Ryan has a really fun event to tell you about.
Yeah. Do you want me to tell them about it now?
Yeah.
All right. So we are so excited. So I hope you guys all had fun at bingo last night, but we are giving away some amazing prizes. So I want you to write in your calendars or put it in your phone. Monday, June 21st at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We are doing a Kiss the Summer Hello prize extravaganza. So if you love designer purses or sunglasses, maybe some other prizes, you're going to want to register with your consultant, and the link will be posted in the group here. But also, if you have any questions, you want to contact your consultant. It's free for you guests because we love you when we want to give away these awesome prizes. And not only are we giving away amazing prizes, we're going to have some summer must-have bundles because summer's coming. It's hot. We don't want your makeup to melt off. We want you to be glowing. So you are going to want to join us for that super fun event. So it's at 8 o'clock, June 21st, and you have to register because there's only so much space allowed. So you got to be in it to be in it.
Right. So we'll post the link for you. And if you're going to stay on right now, you get extra credit for our upcoming cash bash that we'll be doing. So if you want to stay on and listen, then we'll send you a little survey after. Some of you have done this with us before, but we're going to share with you. It's called the 4 F's of Mary Kay. So Ryan and I are going to share that with you. If you notice, we both have on there from last night. We forgot to take it off. I'm a former administrative assistant and Ryan is a former mortgage banker. So those were our prior professions before we became full-time Mary Kay gals. And behind me, you can see this is our red jacket and our sashes and those crowns. Okay, let me just tell you here, since I am such a high eye. This is so funny. So let me just grab the crowns. So when we win something or we're the queen at seminar, we get these crowns. And when we do our meetings, actually, when we used to meet in person, we had a queen of sales. So whoever sold the most would get to wear the crown. Now listen, for one quick minute, how many of you, and don't lie, I can't get it, how many of you wanted to be Miss America? What? Yes, you did. I need to look in the mirror to make sure I got this right. It's too hard to do it backwards. Okay. I know when I was a little girl, I used to watch those pageants and you would see them get crowned and the sash. Now, maybe some of you that's not speaking to you, but seriously, my little girl dreams came through Mary Kay because we got to get sashes and crowns. And so the first time they put it on me as the queen of sales, I was like, oh my God, I was like, what? That really happens. Like, you know how Miss America does that? What? Like, you do that. You're like, oh my God, look at me. So I'm just going to wear that while we talk today because I want you all to know that you're princesses, you're royalty for real. You're all daughters of a very mighty, powerful king, and you are here today, and we're excited to know you, and we're going to share a little bit about our 4 F's. So, Ryan, do you do the first one? We'll have you do the first one.
Yeah, I can do the first one. So the first one is F, or the first F is finances. So finances, it's important. We do make money in Mary Kay. We're one of the highest paid commissions in direct sales. We make 50% of what we sell. Buy something for $1, sell it for $2, pretty easy. And you can make shoebox cash, which we call, or you can make big girl bucks. You can be a total boss babe like Sandy and myself. And we have actually 3 ways you can make money in Mary Kay. 1 is through our sales, 2 is through team building, and the 3rd is through the car program. So I earned my first car in December, but crazy COVID is holding up the computer chips. So I don't have a car in my driveway, but Mary Kay is paying me $425 cash until the car comes. So that's a bonus. Now, you might be like, I don't really want a car, but I'd like to earn one. You would get the cash compensation. Like you could choose to have cash. I wanted the car, but we're just waiting for the pink Cadillac, so it's okay. But yeah, so it's just three different ways, fun little ways to make some extra money in Mary Kay. So that's the first stuff.
I love that. And I know that our girl Takoa is not on here, but many of you know Takoa. She actually is a little spark plug. She's our unit spark electricity, but she just earned her car through the pandemic also. So we're waiting to do a photo shoot with Ryan and her car and my new pink Cadillac and then Takoa's Malibu. So, but by the time you get your car, Ryan, like you said, you'll probably have your pink Cadillac. So I'm going to tell you about the second F, which actually has 2 words, but it's one category. Okay. It's freedom and flexibility. Okay. How many of you could use a little more freedom, a little more flexibility in your life? Like, you know, you want to be able to make the schedule, call the shots, do all that stuff. This is something that you can do having your own Mary Kay business. You get to design your own life, make your own schedule, create a plan sheet. So we teach a lot of time management in Mary Kay. So we all have the same 168 hours in a week, right? Why do some people get more done than others? Like Ryan. I don't know. She's amazing. I don't know how she does it all. I don't know if she ever sleeps. I always tease her, but she is a master planner, and she does plan out her day. So will help you put schedule to a very unscheduled business, but you get to design your life. So that's the amazing thing. And I love having that flexibility and freedom to do that. And then you're also creating a legacy for you and your family. So this could be a business that you build and then pass on to your daughters or granddaughters or daughter-in-laws. It's something that everything you invest your time and money into, you can pass on. The important thing for those of you that have looked into home-based businesses before, the important things are there's no quotas and there's no territories. That's really important to know. So through the pandemic, we've actually, in fact, we got unit members here today that are all over the country besides Western New York, where Ryan and I are from. So we're from Western New York area, and we get to build and meet people all over the place now. And it's been such a blessing. And Mary Kay wanted it to be that way, that there was no territories. So that's a plus. Okay.
Yep. And the next F is, there's 3. So it's friends, fun, and frivolous. So frivolous things, like diamond rings, the trips that I talked about at the beginning, we all earn these amazing Cinderella prizes. So you can earn a diamond. This was my first diamond ring I earned last year. That's like a huge prize. We earn that each year. We can earn jewelry monthly by selling the product. My jewelry is from Mary Kay. We have quarterly prizes, which are just amazing things that if anybody is a mom out there, you know that when you get extra money, usually it goes to your kids. Mary Kay knew that because she was a mom herself. And so she designed these Cinderella prizes to gift us, because she knew that we probably wouldn't buy themselves. Like purses, I have so many purses and jewelry, I don't have to go buy them because I earn them. So it's great. And my daughter thinks that she can take some extras when I'm not using them. So it's a blessing. But yeah, it's fun. And the fun, like we have fun. Where would you like be if is your normal like day job fun like this? I never laughed and had fun with women when I was working at the bank. Like we were all miserable and we barely laughed. So it's crazy. But in the friendships, like I've made some really great friendships, like long lasting throughout my Mary Kay journey. And my daughters had made friends with other people. So it's just a really great growing time with Mary Kay.
That is so exciting. Okay, and the last one is foundational growth and philanthropy. Oh, this is so exciting, you guys. So personally growing, oh my goodness, like this gives you such an opportunity to grow. I'll just share a quick story. When I first came into Mary Kay, I was so shy. I would walk across the street so I didn't have to say hello to you, which was odd because I was a bartender. So I had to talk to strangers all the time. So I used to be a bartender, but it definitely helped my confidence level to go up and really just kind of believe that I could do anything I set out to do. So I do meet a lot of people that come into Mary Kay for just a short time. So in my 27 years, I've met a lot of women, and they don't all stay. They come in to just do it as a trial basis. Some, build a reorder business and just stay to service their customers. But I've seen a lot of people go on and make it a career. And then I've seen other people who it gave them the confidence to go on and actually pursue their little girl dream. And nothing makes me more excited than knowing that somebody could do that. One girl in particular always wanted to be a nurse, but she was so afraid and had no confidence to go out there, to go back to school for it, to actually get in the field and do it. And then through being a Mary Kay, she developed her leadership skills, she developed her personal skills, she developed her confidence, and went out and did her little girl dreams. So for the cost that it will cost you to get started, you get so much more out of it than you can imagine. And then, of course, the philanthropy part, which is actually a word I just learned this year, and I had no idea really what that meant, but Mary Kay is really into like making a difference in the world. And I think a lot of people now are into making a difference for the world. So we're doing good face by face, helping women feel better and more confident. So even though we're just doing a little fun thing like makeup, it makes a huge difference to some people. It raises their confidence level, makes them feel better, but also the environment. Like Mary Kay has done amazing things. We've planted over 1 million trees. Like that's amazing. We planted 1 million trees. We have an awesome recycling program that helps the earth. All of our little packing peanuts are made of potato starch and cornstarch. Like, it's just amazes me all the little thought and detail that goes into this company, and that they're really driven by making a better world. So Mary Kay is worldwide now. We're in, I believe it's 47 countries. So it started in just a little town of Dallas with 9 friends. So do you know 9 friends? And you could expand all over the globe with your business. That's what Mary Kay did when she started in 1963. And here we are in 2021. She passed away in 2001, and the company is still going because of her foundations. So if something that we said kind of got you thinking a little bit, you're like, I don't know. Why don't you put in the chat what you need more of in your life right now? What do you need more of in your life right now? And what do you value most? So put that in the chat while Ryan's pulling up our options that you can use or choose from to get started with your business. So we have several options that you can start with, and Ryan will tell you about those, but I would love for you guys to type in the chat what you need more of and what you value most. Okay. All right, Ryan, let's pull that up.
Okay, it's loading. I thought I had it up.
Okay. That's no big deal. I can talk. So everyone put in the chat what you value most, what you need more of, and we want to just ask you a question. So this may be the last thing on earth that you would ever do, and that's totally fine. Oh, here we go. All right, she's going to share with you what those are.
Okay, sorry. So first option is a great value. It's $30. You can start a Mary Kay business. What do you get for $30? You get a Mary Kay website and the ability to take credit card payments. You get free apps, free marketing and business tools. And then for the middle option is our full starter kit plus the eStart for $130. Now you get everything in the eStart plus full retail size products. So if you love our miracle set, you get 2 of them in there. You get all the CC creams, a super cute bag, a flip chart, everything you need to work your business virtually and in person, or hey, just to use some of those products for yourself, totally fine. But it's worth $400 in full retail size product, which is amazing. And then we have this fabulous sample pack, which is $45, and you have enough samples of our most popular products, and you have enough to service your customers for you have about 30 customers for that. So that's truly amazing. And you can add that starter kit option to either one of the packages. Awesome. So if you have any questions why don't you wrap us up, Sandy?
Okay, I will wrap us up. So thank you, ladies, for your time. Thank you for listening. Maybe it's not for you now, but it might be in the future. You never, ever know. So sometimes while we're making plans, God's laughing because that's totally not where you're going to go. So we're excited. I don't think this is anything Ryan planned on doing in her whole life either. It's not anything I ever planned on. So unless someone tells you about it. So you've been invited here tonight, which means that you are a special part of our lives, that we enjoy being around you, because especially love that we get to pick who we work with. So if we didn't invite you here, that's because we don't like you as much. But if we like you, you're here. So thank you for being our amazing client. And we, as I said, get to pick who we work with. Have you ever had a job where you're like, the job is great, but these people, if they were just gone, it would be so much better, like if they weren't here. So you get to pick your team, which is awesome. So we're excited that you got to join us. If you think any more about it, we do have a little bribe gift for you. So if you do decide that you would like to start your own Mary Kay journey, or maybe now you're using so much product you love to get it at a great discount, we call that our Smart Shopper option. So our Smart Shoppers, you can pay $30 and then you can become a consultant, get a consultant number, and you can actually start ordering your products at wholesale opposed to retail. You have Ryan and I to help you with all kinds of training and getting to work your business. If you decide to set goals where you want to make some extra money, maybe to go on a nice vacation, or maybe just to take over some bills at your household, maybe to pay for college, we'll work with you on that, how to do that. So if you decide to get started, you let your consultant know and she will send you a link. And if you order your starter kit by 8:24, we'll give you to 8:30. 8:30 tomorrow night, you get our bride gift, which is this beautiful pink ice ring. More importantly, you get the ring box with it. We love the ring box. So this is awesome. So this is your little sign-on bonus that we give you because we like to honor decision makers. So that means that you heard the facts, you made a decision, you're like, I'm going to do it, I'm going to try it. I've spent $30 before. I'm sure that, I can make that up somewhere along the line, but I'm going to give it a try. I have nothing to lose. So if you're that girl and you want to get started, great. If you're kind of thinking about it, make sure you touch base with us and we'll help you over your fears of getting started, because really it just comes down to you're making a change, and change is always hard, right? So it's never easy, but you'll never be alone. You always have us to help you. And it's really not hard to invite your guests and sit on here and do makeup with us, right? We do it for you on Wednesdays. We do it for you on Saturdays and some other days too. So, all right. Well, we're going to actually say goodnight to you all. Thank you for tuning in and trying a new look and being courageous and listening to our opportunity. We're blessed to know you. We're blessed to be here. Have an amazing weekend, and we'll see you next week for our Dash Out the Door look. All right. Bye, ladies.
Bye.